And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Memorial Field on the campus of Amherst College. We've got two games on tap for you today. Amherst is playing the Wesleyan Cardinals in the final homestand of NESCAC Division West competition. And for the Cardinals, they need to take both games. For Amherst, they only need to take one out of two to secure one of two spots in the NESCAC Division West. The other belongs to Middlebury. They're 8-4, and they're all done. Still got baseball to be played, but in terms of division competition, Middlebury has finished out at 8-4. Amherst is 7-3. Can wrap things up with a win here today. The first game or the second game doesn't matter. For Wesleyan, they must take both, and then they must win a playoff or a makeup game rather against Hamilton College, should that be necessary. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hugh Campbell here with Mike Skillicorn, my producer on NSN Sports at Memorial Field on Military Appreciation Day and also on Senior Day. Seniors being honored before the game today for Amherst, Yanni Thanopoulos. Jackson Volley, the starting pitcher today, Anthony Spina, Mike Castigli, George Long, and also Sergio Rodriguez. He played 3 out of 4 years here for the squad. Amherst comes in 15-11 overall. Wesleyan 16-12. In conference play, though, Amherst has the edge 7-3. And Wesleyan 4-5. Game yesterday down at Middletown. Amherst won that one pretty handily. 11-1 was the final. Drew Fisher got the win. 5 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. And also 4 innings of scoreless work by Sam Schneider and Mike Castigli to finish things up. Ariel Kenny 3 for 4 yesterday, 3 runs batted in. Harry Robeson also 2 for 4 and 3 runs batted in. Did the bulk of the work on offense for the Mammoths of Amherst College. Home plate umpire today, David Chason. Tom Kerry. John DiGiaramolo is in the field. And Jackson Volley on the mound for Amherst, a 1.71 ERA today. 31.2 innings pitched, a record of 5-0. So Amherst going for the jugular here in the first one. It'll be a 7-inning affair, and the second game, scheduled for 3:30, will be a full 9 innings. Head coach for Amherst College is Brian Ham in his 8th season. Jordan Tubachman is the pitching coach, Dave Cunningham. And for Wesleyan, it's Mark Woodworth, Bob Wojcik, Scott Wozlega, Zach Thulin, and Chris Wojcik are the assistants for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals need to take both games, otherwise it's all over for them. And they'll need to take 2 and then face off against Hamilton at some point later in the season if necessary. So just about ready to go. The first batter up for the Cardinals is Johnny Corning, followed by Ellis Schaefer, Will O'Sullivan. Those are the first 3 up in the top of the first, just about ready to get underway. The first pitch is there, and it's a foul ball. Corning, the second baseman, batting .289. A couple of runs batted in, 11 hits on the season for Johnny Corning. And he's a freshman from Land O'Lakes, and that's in Florida. Jackson Volley, San Diego, California. Ground ball to third base. Nick Nardone over to first, 1 away. Chase Henley is the first baseman. Max Steinhorn at second, Harry Robeson at short, Nick Nardone at third. The catcher is Severino Tochi. In left field is Ryan Harden. Center is Yanni Thanopoulos, and in right field is Ariel Kenny. The designated hitter today is Anthony Spina. Ellis Schaefer is up. He's the shortstop. Batting .286, 6 runs batted in on the season, 26 hits and a couple of doubles. First pitch to Schaefer is a ball, so 1-0. Here's a drive to center field. It could be Kenny drifting over from right, but Thanopoulos has it in center, and there's 2 away. And Will O'Sullivan will come up. He's the first baseman, batting .327, 19 runs batted in, 32 hits, 8 doubles, a triple, and a home run for Will O'Sullivan. Senior from Needham, Massachusetts. So Jackson Volley, 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. This pitch on the way is called a strike. David Chason is the home plate umpire today. It's the first of 2 from Memorial Field on Military Appreciation Day and Senior Day. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Jackson Volley in fine form here very early in the contest. 0-2 on Schaefer. Will O'Sullivan, excuse me. This one's popped up but out of play. And the count will remain 0-2, though. 2 outs. Jackson Volley looking to go 6-0 on the season if he can get the win here in game 1. That would wrap up a playoff spot for Amherst. Time was called. Volley came through on his motion anyway. Warm sunny day here. Overcast skies with sun breaking through. No wind to speak of. Whatever wind there is blowing out to right field, but there's barely a breath. That one's in the dirt, so short there. 1-2 on O'Sullivan. First of 2 here this afternoon. And now the 1-2 count to O'Sullivan. And this is driven to left, so that gets through. So the Cardinals get a man on with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Matt J., the right fielder, batting .305, 28 runs batted in, 32 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs. So he's a threat to go deep, the right fielder, Matt J. And if you're a Wesleyan Cardinal fan, now would be a good time to jump on Jackson Volley. 2 outs. First pitch on the way is fouled back. Did a game here last Wednesday, Mike, in 40-degree weather and driving rain. Today, 80 degrees, not a breath of wind. How about that? San Diego type weather here this afternoon. Gotta love the games in the driving rain. It's just terrific. 1-1 the count on Matt J. Oh, very close. Called a ball. Framed by Severino Tochi, but does not get the call from the home plate umpire David Chason. So 2-1. And the runner at first is Will O'Sullivan. This is driven to right. Kenny comes on, makes the catch. Nice play, Ariel Kenny. And that ends the inning. That had trouble written all over it, but Ariel Kenny dived forward, makes the catch, and Amherst is out of the inning. 1 runner left on. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score in the game. Be right back. Bottom of the first coming up. Max Steinhorn, Harry Roberson, Yanni Thanopoulos leads things off for the Mammoths of Amherst College. On the mound is Ethan Rohde. 3.26 ERA, 6 appearances, 38.2 innings pitched, a 3-2 record for Ethan. senior from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Bottom of the first. Steinhorn, first pitch hitting out to right field, caught right there by the right fielder. That's Matt J. Moved over one step to his left and made the catch. So Max Steinhorn, one pitch, one out. It's going to bring up Harry Robeson, shortstop from Arlington, Massachusetts. He's a junior, batting .364 on the season. First pitch on the way is called a ball. 21 runs batted in, 39 hits for Harry. 10 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. He's been a terrific hitter this season for the Mammoths. 2-0, a couple of close pitches not called. Full disclosure, I have the worst angle in the building to call balls and strikes. I sort of look at the catcher to see if anything's really close. 2-0. There's a strike, so 2-1 to Harry Robeson. Ethan Rohde. A 3-2 record for the Cardinals this season. As the sun breaks through, bright sunshine here at Memorial Field now. Swing on it and fouled away by Robeson, so 2-2. 335 down the lines, 365 to the power alleys. Straightaway centers, 390. Might see a few out today. No wind to speak of, and whatever there is, it's blowing out to right field. 2-2 count coming up. There's a ground ball to first. It's foul. Be one more home game for Amherst. It'll be next Wednesday against UMass Boston, but this is the critical game. This one and the next for both teams. Amherst can wrap it up with a win today out of 1 and 2. Wesleyan needs both. Ooh. Wesleyan Cardinal dugout wanted that one, didn't get it. 3-2 count now on Harry Robeson. Bases empty in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss, got him on an off-speed pitch. Ethan Rohde fools Robeson on that pitch. Bring up Yanni Thanopoulos with 2 outs and the bases empty. Yanni Thanopoulos, one of the seniors being honored today. Center fielder batting .387. 33 runs batted in, leads the team. 41 hits, 9 doubles, and a home run for Yanni. Californian from Highland. Takes a strike. 0-1 to Yanni Thanopoulos. So Ethan Rohde trying to match Jackson Volley and put up a scoreless half inning. It's the 0-1. That's high, so 1-1 to Yanni Thanopoulos. Here comes the 1-1. This is driven to center field. Thanopoulos gets good wood on that one. Clean single up the middle for Yanni Thanopoulos. And Amherst has a man on with 2 outs, just like Wesleyan did in the top of the first. Alec Olmsted is in center field. It's going to bring up Anthony Spina, the designated hitter, batting .371. 17 runs batted in, 36 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs for Anthony. He is a senior also. First pitch on the way is a ball, outside and low. So Max Steinhorn led things off, line to right. Harry Robeson strikes out swinging. Yanni Thanopoulos singles to center. Spina is up, trying to get him home. Throw to first, very close. Ooh, Thanopoulos leaning and just got back in time. Ethan Rohde is the pitcher for Wesleyan. 1-0 coming on the way. Spina with the lime green left forearm wrapped. Strike called. So 1 and 2. No, the 1-1 now. First base is Willow Sullivan. At second is Johnny Corning. Short is Ellis Schaefer. At third is Tanner Fulkerson. Catcher is Andrew Keith. Throw over to first again. Thanopoulos has to dive back. Danny Rose in left, Alec Olmsted at center, and the right fielder is Matt J. The designated hitter today is Ryan Earl. Waiting on the 1-1 to Anthony Spina. 2 outs in the inning. Another throw. This is closer. Oh, my. Thanopoulos inching ever closer to second base, and that's a longer space to get back to first on the throw over. And that was the closest of the bunch. In the bottom of the first, Amherst with a man on. No score in the game. Another throw to first. So Ethan Rohde is definitely concerned about Yanni Thanopoulos and his ability to steal. Has 3 stolen bases on the season, does Yanni. Max Steinhorn, Ryan Hahn lead the team with 12 and 10 respectively. So Thanopoulos is a mild threat to steal. And he goes. Runner goes. Throw down to second base, and he is out. Absolutely. Good call. And that ends the inning, and the Cardinals get out of it, leaving a man on. Does the Mammoths in the bottom of the first. Good throw down to second base by the catcher. Andrew Keith gets his man. So after 1 full inning, it's no score at Memorial Field. We will be back. Top of the second coming up. Stay with us. This is NSN Sports. Ryan Earl comes to the plate for the Cardinals in the top of the second. Jackson Volley is the pitcher for Amherst. First pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outside corner right at the knees. Ryan Earl, Alec Olmsted, and Danny Rose. If anybody gets on, it's going to be Andrew Keith. Similar pitch, not called a strike this time. Outside, I guess. So 1-1 to Ryan Earl, the designated hitter. Sophomore from Hanover, Massachusetts. This one's driven to center. Thanopoulos underneath makes the catch. Thought it might have a chance to get out, but Thanopoulos caught it about 20 feet inside the fence. Alec Olmsted, the center fielder, batting .289. 13 hits on the season. 2 doubles and a home run for Olmsted. Freshman from Palo Alto. It's up near San Francisco, where Stanford University is. This pitch on the way is a strike to Alec Olmsted. Another 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. So some pretty good heat there from Jackson Volley. 1 out in the inning. And 2 strikes on Olmsted. That's high. 1-2. And now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's out of there. So 2 away very quickly. Jackson Volley has allowed 1 hit. That's it through an inning plus here. He's gotten the first 2 batters, both in the first and now the second. Danny Rose is up, the left fielder. Swing and a foul back. Rose batting .333, 17 runs batted, 29 hits, 6 doubles, and a home run for Danny Rose. Sophomore from Ipswich, Massachusetts, up on the North Shore. 1 coming. Strike called, 0-2. So Volley consistently ahead of the hitters here through 7 batters. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him. Oh, got a piece of that, so he'll stay alive. Count stays at 0-2. One's called a ball, so 1-2. Again, very close, and Severino Tochi framing these pitches, doing his best to get the benefit of the doubt. Here's the 1-2 to Rose. That one's in the dirt, so 2-2. Bases are empty, 2 outs in the inning. Each team has 1 hit. And a ground ball to Harry Roberson. Strong throw over, dug out of the dirt by Chase Henley to end the inning. Nicely done by Henley. That ends the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Volley. We'll head to the bottom of the second when we come back. Hugh Campbell with you on NSN Sports. All set, Mike? Okay. Bottom of the second coming up. No score in the game. Anthony Spina, Ariel Kenny, Nick Nardone. Ethan Rohde back to work. Yanni thrown out at second base to end the top of the first. This pitch on the way is popped up, but out of play, foul. First of two. Amherst needs one of two to wrap up a playoff spot with Middlebury. Here's the 0-1. Wesleyan with an outside chance. Dealt a big blow yesterday, losing 11-1 down in Middletown. So they need both of these games today and a make-up game with Hamilton to have any chance. They must win all three. Here's the 1-1. It's low, 2-1, and as a result, they'll have the head-to-head against Amherst with equal records of 7-5. So that's what has to happen for the Cardinals to have a chance here. Jeez, Mike, have him bring some of that up here. Case of Bud Light and 2 6-packs of Leinenkugels. Over here, over here. 2-2 the count on Anthony Spina. That one's fouled away by Spina, so he stays alive. 2-2. And now the 2-2. Right to short, line to short, hit it like a bullet. So Anthony Spina lines out to the shortstop, Ellis Schaefer. Schaefer did not move an inch, just held the glove up, and that was it. Ariel Kenny, right fielder, batting .304, 11 runs batted in, 21 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run for Ariel. He has been killing it the last several games. And he is a threat to go deep. Boy, Spina can count himself unlucky. Hit it on the screws, but right there was Schaefer at short. And caught the ball right in front of his face. Here's the 0-1. That one's low, so make it 1-1. And the 1-1 on the way. Off-speed pitch doesn't get the corner, so 2-1. Nick Nardone will follow Ryan Harden. That one's in the dirt, so runs the count to 3-1. Playoff action in men's lacrosse happening across the way at Pratt Field. Amherst taking on Middlebury. Amherst, the number 3 seed. One's fouled away, so runs the count full now, 3-2. Amherst women's lacrosse at Middlebury. We'll get some of those scores when we get a chance. First round quarterfinal action in lacrosse playoffs. And Kenny singles to center. Zario gets on. And brings up Nick Nardone. So a man on for Nick. And he can go deep. He's got 3 home runs on the season, so he's a threat to go deep anytime. Third baseman. Batting .320, 18 runs batted in, 31 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 home run jacks for Nick Nardone. So 1 out in the inning, 1 on in the form of Ariel Kenny at first base. This pitch is on the way. That's up and outside for ball 1. Nardone from Fairfield, Connecticut. He's only a sophomore. Throw over to first base. Might see a lot of that today. Seems to be Ethan Rudy's concern with the first base runner. Nick Nardone. And this one's thrown away. So Kenny's going to take second base the easy way, as Rhodey threw it over the head of the first baseman. That's Will O'Sullivan over there. Couldn't make the grab. Had no chance. So now Kenny's at second base, and there's one out in the inning. Strike called. Nick Nardone runs the count to 1-1. Kenny at second, 3 stolen bases on the season. And here's a line drive to center. Let's see if Kenny comes home. He will attempt it. Strong throw from center, but not in time. And Amherst takes a 1-0 lead on a clean single by Nick Nardone up the middle. Pretty good throw there from the center fielder Alec Olmsted, but not in time as Ariel Kenny gets across. So 2 straight singles, and the steal by Kenny brings in the run. And Ryan Harden is up. He's the left fielder batting .372. 17 runs batted in, 29 hits, 3 doubles, and a triple. So first run of the game belongs to the Mammoths. And another throw over to first. Although Sullivan's going to get a lot of work over there, it appears. Good runners on base. Nardone at first. 1 run is in. Ryan Harden at the plate. Pitch is called a strike off speed. That's in there for strike 1. Rhodey comes to the belt. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is driven to center field. And Nardone is going to take third base, and he'll get there comfortably. And with the double is Ryan Harden. So Ryan Harden gets his 4th double of the season. Nick Nardone is at third. Harden is at second. There are less than 2 outs, 1 out in the inning. And a visit to the mound as Ethan Rhodey has given up a single, and a double. And Chase Henley batting .273, 20 runs batted in, 21 hits, 8 doubles, and 2 home runs for Chase. Sophomore from Pleasanton, California. Trying to get the run in from third at a minimum for Nardone to cross the plate. And now the umpire coming out to break up the conversation, David Chason. So that's enough, fellas. Let's go. 3 hits in the inning, 2 singles and a double. All right, let's see how Ethan Rhodey plays this now. Chase Henley at the plate. The runners at second and third. Amherst already with a run in the inning. A chance for more. And check swing is not called a strike. Appeal to the second base umpire. It's Tom Carey down there. And now the 1-0 to Henley. That's high. So 2-0. Severino Tochi is the next batter. Bottom of the order right now. Henley at the plate. Nardone at third and Harden at second. 1 out. And Henley drives this one to left. That's going to get Nardone home at least to make it a 2-0 game. 4 straight hits against Ethan Rohde. And now Harden goes to third. Henley's at first. Severino Tochi. And 2-0 is the score. No action in the Cardinal bullpen. Somebody's starting to stir now. And a bunt is on for Tochi. He's tagged. Runner comes across the plate. And it should be 2 outs, so a successful bunt sacrifice by Severino Tochi. And they're going to bring up Max Steinhorn. And Chase Henley goes down to second base. Crossing the plate is Ryan Harden. So 3-0. And Steinhorn is up. Lined out to right, his first time up. And pokes this one towards left, and the left fielder's there, and he makes the catch. That'll end the inning. 3 runs in for the Mammoths. They lead at 3-0. We go to the top of the third. This is NSN Sports. Stay with us. Andrew Keith, Tanner Fulkerson, Johnny Corning, 3 runs in for Amherst, so Jackson Volley's been staked to a 3-run lead. Heading to the top of the third. This is a 7-inning game, the first one. This pitch on the way is called a strike, so a 3-run lead for Jackson Volley to work with here. Oh, and 2. Andrew Keith. He is the catcher, batting .317, 11 runs batted in, 38 hits, 2 doubles and a triple for Andrew Keith. Sophomore from Millersville, Maryland. Ball is outside, so 1-2. This one's sky to right. Kenny with a chance, settles underneath. Makes the catch, 1 away. Tanner Fulkerson, the third baseman, batting .250 on the year, 2 for 8 for Fulkerson. He's only a freshman from Longmont in Colorado. First pitch on the way is a strike. So Volley has been getting ahead of the hitters here consistently. And it's been uphill all the way for the Cardinals, out except for one hit by Will O'Sullivan back in the first inning. That's up and in, so 2-1 to Fulkerson. Ground ball to second, Max Steinhorn. Chase Henley, 2 away. Back to the top of the order, it's going to be Johnny Corning, trying to keep things going. Grounded out to third, his first time up. 2 outs in the inning. Minimal work here for Jackson Volley through 2 and a bit. And that's precisely what the Amherst coaching staff is looking for today. Three runs on 5 hits for Amherst. Strike called, 1-1. No runs on only 1 hit for the Cardinals. Johnny Corning at the plate. He is their second baseman. Waiting on the 1-1 from Jackson Volley. Here it comes. And this one's driven to right field. Kinney on his horse makes the catch. Ariel Kinney tracks that down. Jackson Volley has a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Amherst with a 3-0 lead. We will be back. Bottom of the third coming up. It's going to be Harry Roberson, Yanni Thanopoulos, and Anthony Spina. It is Military Appreciation Day here at Memorial Field. Also Senior Day. Ethan Rohde back out there for a third inning of work. Got roughed up a bit the last inning. Gave up 4 hits and resulted in a couple of the 3 runs in. So needs to settle down on this inning. Otherwise, it might be a short starting stay for Ethan Rohde. So far, so good. 1-1 on Harry Roberson. Needs a 1-2-3 inning here for sure. That one's low, so 2-1 to Roberson. Harry struck out swinging his first time up. Junior from Arlington, Massachusetts. It's out near Boston. Is the 2-1. That one's high, so 3-1. Ten walks for Harry Roberson, so he knows how to get on base. Three 1 pitch. That's good. So 3-2. So a full count to Harry Roberson. Roberson thought that might have been outside, but Rohde gets the call. 3-2. Bit of a breeze starting to pick up now at Memorial Field. Roberson drives this to the center. It will drop in front of the center fielder, so Roberson is on. I like Olmsted thought about coming to meet that, but that would have been fraught with peril, and that might have gotten by him. So a good play there by Olmsted to let that drop in front of him and keep Roberson to only a single. Yanni Thanopoulos, who singled his first time up, is at the plate now. Amherst with a runner on. And the first baseman, Will O'Sullivan, no doubt will get plenty of work with a man at first base. Thanopoulos, first ball swinging. This one is going to hit the right fielder. Makes the catch. Matt J had to leap for that. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 16,
Anthony Spina. He lined out to short. Hit it hard, but Ellis Schaefer didn't have to move. Made the catch. 1 on, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. Amherst with 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Looking for more here. Throw over to first. How about that? Roberson gets back comfortably. Another throw to first. Roberson with 6 stolen bases on the season. Spina yet to see a pitch. Might see one here. 1 out in the inning. And Harry Roberson is at first base. Now throw to first. Again, Roberson gets back. Right leg of the white pants, all filthy now. Amherst wearing the purple tops today, white numbers. Wesleyan wearing the road greys with red numbers and red inscription on the front. Roberson is heading down to second base. The throw was high, so he's in there with a stolen base. And Roberson's 7th stolen base of the season. Anthony Spina at the plate. It's a 1-0 count, and now Roberson at second, a chance to score on a clean base hit. Count. Driven to second, and he's going to be doubled up. Oh my, again, it's the second time now Anthony Spina has crushed the ball, only to have it stabbed by an infielder, but this time into a double play. So Rhodey gets out of the jam, and we'll come back for the top of the 4th. This is NSN Sports Day with us. It's 3-0 Mammoths. Jackson Volley back to work in the top of the fourth. It is Ella Schaefer, Will O'Sullivan, and Matt Jay. This ball swinging, and this one's driven down the left field line. This will be a couple at least. Ryan Harden picks up the ball, and it's going to be Ella Schaefer with the double. So leadoff double for Ella Schaefer puts a man in scoring position for Will O'Sullivan. Amherst leads this one 3-0. Double play end at the bottom of the third. Jackson Volley off the mound, attempts to throw to second base to keep Schaefer honest. O'Sullivan singled to left his first time up. First baseman, senior from Needham. Cardinals looking to get on the board here. And a bunt. Volley over. Throws it away. Uh-oh. That's not what Jackson was looking for on that occasion. So crossing the plate is Ella Schaefer, and going to second base is Will O'Sullivan. A bunt attempt by O'Sullivan, just trying to get Schaefer over to third. Well, does more than that. He throws it. Jackson Volley handled it nicely, but threw it away. So Sullivan's now at second. A run in for the Cardinals. Matt Jay is up. Nobody out in the inning, so the Cardinals making some noise here in the top of the fourth. Ooh, close. Not called, so 2-0. A pitch on the way. And Ariel Kenny in right field cannot get it. It's fair. Goes all the way to the wall. O'Sullivan trotting home. He'll reach and cross home plate. So second double of the inning, Matt Jay. That ball sliced away from Kenny and fell fair into the corner. So the Cardinals have gotten two back on two doubles and a bunt that Jackson Volley threw away. And now a conversation at the mound. Jordan Tubbuckman coming over to Jackson Volley, probably just to settle things down. Probably something to the effect that stuff happens, just keep at it. Just trust your stuff, etc. Cardinals have gotten 2 runs here. There's nobody out in the inning, and standing at second base is Matt Jay. Ryan Earl fly to center his first time up. He's a left-hand batter. Ryan Earl, Alec Olmstead, Danny Rose, the next 3 up. Man at second base is Matt Jay. First pitch on the way is a strike. Man of the 0-1. That's fouled away by Ryan Earl. Sophomore from Hanover, Massachusetts. 6'1", 210 pounds. And a drive to center that's going to fall in front of Ariel Kenny. Another run will come in. And another double. So Ryan Earl doubles. Drives in Matt Jay from second base, and it is a 3-3 game. Alec Olmsted, the center fielder, was standing, struck out swinging his first time up. The Cardinals have gotten three doubles. Not helped by the error by the pitcher Jackson Volley, but still. They have reached here. And it's a totally new ball game now, 3-3. Cardinals looking for more. Alec Olmsted with a man at second base. It's Ryan Earl. Nobody out. First pitch swinging. And fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count on Alec Olmsted. And Ryan Earl standing at second base. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Olmsted. He's only a freshman from Palo Alto, California. Pretty good size to him, 6'4", 205. 0-2 count. Jackson Volley needs this one. Getting buzzed by a bumblebee here. Putting on the 0-2 from Jackson Volley. We're in the top of the fourth. It is a 3-3 game. Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout. And Olmsted strikes out for the second time. Danny Rose will step in, grounded out to short his first time up. Left fielder. Turn of events here in inning number 4. First ball is a ball. Inquisitive look from Jackson Volley to the home plate umpire, asking where might have that been. Severino Tochi, the catcher, out to have a chat. Cards have got 3. There's 1 out in the inning. And Ryan Earl at second base. He represents the go-ahead run for the Cardinals. Jackson Volley cruised through 3 innings. Minimal work. Has run into a spot of bother here in the top of the 4th. Pitch on the way is a strike, 1-1. One pitch. That's in the dirt low, so 2-1. Comes the 2-1 pitch from Jackson Volley. Comes to the set. And low again, so 3-1. One pitch, hitter's count for Danny Rose. Fouled away. Runs the count full to 3-2. In a critical moment in the game all of a sudden. As the Cards get 3. 1 out in the inning. Earl at second base. Rose at the plate. Three-2. Grounded to short, over to first, 2 away. Down to third base, though, is Ryan Earl. Robeson to Chase Henley. So for the second straight at bat, Danny Rose grounds out to the shortstop. It's going to bring up Andrew Keith, the catcher. He flied to right his first time up. So Volley looking to get out of the inning with the game at least tied. Called strike one to Andrew Keith. Now low, 1-1. One pitch on the way. Outside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Jackson Volley. Grounded to short. Robeson is there. True throw over. And they're out of the inning, but not before. The Cardinals get 3 to tie up the game, 3-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-3 at Memorial Field from Amherst College. Stay with us. NESCAC. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Ariel Kenny, Nick Nardone, Ryan Harden, Ethan Rohde. Finds himself in a tie game all of a sudden, down by 3 runs, and his teammates get him 3. So we will start over. First pitch on the way is called ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike, so 1-1. Ariel Kenny, a junior from Chula Vista. That's in California. Strike call, 1-2 on Ariel Kenny, the right fielder. Single to center his first time up. Here comes the 1-2. That's outside, I guess. So 2-2. Look pretty good. 2-2 count. This one's driven to right field, and he'll get there to make the catch. Matt J. Kenny gave that a ride, but Matt J was there to make the catch about 20 feet inside the 365 marker. Nick Nardone will come up. He singled his first time up as well. So 1 away in the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Wesleyan. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Amherst College. That's swung on and fouled back. Nick Nardone is the third baseman. He's only a sophomore from Fairfield, Connecticut. A 1 pitch for Rhodey. That's high, so 1-1. And now the 1-1. That's strike 2. 1-2. So a new leash on life for Ethan Rhodey as he's in a 3-3 ball game. Amherst with 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Wesleyan ties the game up with 3 in the top of the fourth. Up and inside to Nick Nardone. Has to back away. Runs the count to 2-2. It's the first of 2 games from Memorial Field. This one will be 7 innings. The next one will be 9. We'll see if it matters. Wesleyan needs to take both games. Single to left for Nick Nardone. 2 singles in the game for Nick. He's going to bring up Ryan Harden, who doubled his last time up. Junior from Riverside, Connecticut. He is the left fielder. Pitch on the way to Harden. Swings and misses. Chase Henley, Severino Tocho will follow. A 1 count to Ryan Harden. Pitch on the way. That's just driven to left. This might curl foul. Yes. So Ryan Harden gave that a ride, but it hooked foul. And the count goes to 0-2. One and 2 now as that ball is inside at the feet. Man at first base is Nick Nardone. And check swing. It should be a strike here. Yes, it is. And he's out of there. Ryan Harden strikes out on a check swing. He's going to bring out Chase Henley. And 2 outs in the inning. Henley singled his first time out to left. Tie game 3-3. This one's popped up but out of play. Putting on the 0-1, the throw to first. Ethan Rhodey not too concerned with Nick Nardone, it appears. Two stolen bases on the year for Nick. Comes home with this one. That one's in the dirt, so 1-1 to Chase Henley. Picturesque day here in the Pioneer Valley today. Bright sunshine right now. 1-1 count. Henley, this is a bloop that might fall. Coming on, the left fielder makes the catch. Nicely done. Danny Rose gets the third out of the inning. Boy, that had a chance to fall, and Rose came and made a nice sliding catch to get the third out. So after 4 innings full, it is 3-3 here at Memorial Field. Stay with us. We will be right back. Tanner Fulkerson, Johnny Corning, Ellis Schaefer. Top of the 5th, 3-3 game. First pitch swing and it driven to left. Tanner Fulkerson gets on. Jackson Volley looking for better luck than the last time out. Gave up 3 runs and one of them was reached on an error. And the first man reaches here for the top of the 5th. Johnny Corning, second baseman, grounded to third and lined out to right. And 2 at bats so far. Bunt was on and pulled back at the last moment by Corning. That's ball 1. Women's lacrosse, Amherst loses 8-7 to Middlebury at Middlebury. Throw over to first and safe. Ladies were the 8th seed, Middlebury the top seed, so they gave them all they could handle, and they lose 8-7 up at Middlebury. Amherst playing Middlebury here at Prattfield in men's lacrosse. They're the number 3 seed. Swung on and fouled back. And at last count, I think it was 5-4 Amherst in the 3rd. Tanner Fulkerson is at first base. Nobody out. Throw to first. Not a big lead by Fulkerson. Corning at the plate. 3-3 game. So the Cardinals have a leadoff man on. Here's a throw down to first by the catcher this time. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. Bunt play is on, and it stays fair, and everybody's safe. Katochi came out to get it, was the right play, but the ball just stopped dead. Hustling down was Corning to first base, and now there's 2 runners on, nobody out. Well done by Corning. And now there's a conference at the mound. So a bunt single by Johnny Corning makes it 2 on and nobody out in a 3-3 game. We're in the top of the 5th. And Amherst played that as well as you could, but the ball just stopped dead in the dirt. An excellent bunt by Corning to set up this situation, and Corning hustled down to first, which was the other key part of that equation. And everybody safe. Ellis Schaefer flied to center and doubled. So a chance here for the Cardinals to get a go-ahead run here that is at second base in the form of Tanner Fulkerson. So for the second inning in a row, spot a bother here for Jackson Volley, the ace of the Mammoth staff. That's high and outside. 1-0. And Wesleyan needs both games. No two ways about it. They need to take both games and then play Hamilton in a makeup game to see if it matters. Here's the 1-0. Another bunt is on. This is a good bunt too. Volley has to hustle and gets it over just in time. Schaefer gets the job done, moves the runners along, second and third now, less than 2 out. But really close to another good bunt single by Ellis Schaefer this time. Will O'Sullivan singled and then reached on an error and then went to second base. So big at bat here for the Cardinals. Less than 1 out, 2 runners on, second and third. Fulkerson at third base. Corning is at second. First pitch is a ball, so 1-0. O'Sullivan is the first baseman. Pitch by Volley. Called a strike. David Chason, the home plate umpire, says close enough. So big at bat here. Volley looking for the second out of the inning. And that one's ball 2, so 2-1. Two-one pitch. Another bunt is on. Volley has to fall to his right and just, safe off the bag, they say. Chase Henley makes the play. Volley stumbled, picked up the ball, threw it to Henley. He had to lunge for it, and the first base umpire, Tom Carey, is off the bag. A run comes in. So 3 bunts in a row by the Cardinals. And they are ahead 4-3. And now Brian Ham coming out to have a chat with Tom Carey, first base umpire, and he wants them to conference. Now, Henley was ruled off the bag when the throw came in. Volley got there just in time. So the call stands.
Now batting for Wesleyan, number 15, Matt J.
It's going to bring up Matt J. Cardinals have gone ahead 4-3. There's 1 out in the inning and a runner at third. It's going to be Johnny Corning. Matt J. lined to right and doubled. Another bunt, 4th in a row, this time to home, and he is safe! Called safe at home. Johnny Corning gets in under the tag of Tochi. As the bunt was on, Volley was there in plenty of time. He underhanded it to Tochi. He got the tag down, and now they're saying safe. Now wait on the call. Brian Ham out again to have another chat with David Chason and say, wait a minute now. Looks like the call's going to stand. Oh, high drama here at Memorial Field. 4 bunts in a row. How about that? And now they're attending to the catcher, Severino Tochi. And cleaning his face out. He might have got some dust in there or into the eyes or something, or maybe a cleat in the face. End result is another run comes in. It's 5-3 Cardinals, and there's still only 1 out. Fulkerson started things off with a single to center. And a bunt single by Johnny Corning, a sacrifice bunt by Ellis Schaefer, a bunt single by Will O'Sullivan, and another bunt single by Matt Jay. 2 runs are in. Now Volley's having a word with the home plate umpire, Chase on. Meanwhile, Tochi's being attended. Yeah, he must have got some dirt or sand in the eyes. Looks like he's okay now. But now it's Ryan Earl, the designated hitter, flied to center and doubled his last time up. Two runners on for the Cardinals, 1 out. And the left-hander, Ryan Earl, is up. So Jackson Volley was cruising along for 3 innings and gave up 3 in the last inning, has given up 2 here. Swinging a foul by Earl, and he thought that was right down the middle, wanted that one badly, and slams the bat. He missed a good one. Oh, 1 pitch, Earl. Ground ball. Henley. Over to Volley. Yes, gets him out. I thought Henley might take it himself, but Volley comes over to cover. Now there's 2 away. Alec Olmsted has struck out twice. Jackson Volley looking for his 3rd strikeout of Olmsted to get out of the inning. 2 runs in for the Cards. They leave it 5-3. That's a foul ball from Olmsted. Will O'Sullivan will have to go back to 3rd base, and returning to 2nd is Matt Jay. A bit of a breeze picking up now. Looks like it's coming across the field from left field towards home plate. It's the 0-1 to Olmsted. That's in there, strike 2. Two runs in for Wesleyan. They lead at 5-3, and again they must have. One bounces in there, Tochi able to keep it in front of him, and that prevents O'Sullivan from coming home. Count runs to 1 and 2. Olmsted is the center fielder. Youngster's only a freshman. That's high and outside, so 2 and 2, and there's 2 out and 2 on. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Olmsted strikes out, swinging for the 3rd time. And Amherst is out of the inning, but after giving up 2 runs, though, the Cardinals lead at 5-3. We'll come back for the bottom of the 5th. Hugh Campbell with you on NSN Sports. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us. It's 5-3 Cards. Okay, we're in the bottom of the fifth, and Ethan Rohde feels like a lucky man right now. He's got a 5-3 lead. And Severino Tochi will lead it off for the Mammoths. Max Steinhorn, Harry Roberson will follow. 2-run lead for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss here by Tochi. Sacrificed on a bunt his last time up. Got the job done to move the runner along. But Amherst now down by 2. Cardinals pulled off 4 bunts in a row. This one's popped up but out of play. Again, bears repeating. Wesleyan must take the 2 games today. They must. Amherst wins 1 out of 2. It's all over for the Cards. They'll be playing out the string, and that's all. Pitch is high, so 1-2 now to Severino Tochi. This is the first of 2 games. One, 2, that's high, so 2-2 to Severino Tochi. Tochi's only a freshman from Weston. Two pitch on the way from Rohde, up and in, so 3-2. So Severino Tochi comes all the way back from 0-2 to make it 3-2. And Amherst will be looking for base runners, now finding themselves down by 2 runs. And Tochi's on with a walk. So leadoff runner for Amherst, just what the doctor ordered. Max Steinhorn will come up. Lined out to right and flied out to center. Max 0 for 2 on the day. Ethan Rohde looks in. Gets the sign from the catcher, David Keith. This one's fouled away. So 0-1. Any stolen bases Severino Tochi has. 5 on the year, so he's got a chance here. I'm not going to say he runs well for a catcher because he probably just runs well. 5 stolen bases for a catcher, that's pretty good. 0-1 count to Max Steinhorn. Swing and fouled away. Five 5-3 Cardinals, bottom of the 5th. And now the 0-2 to Steinhorn. It reaches for this one, pops it up. Chance for the first baseman. O'Sullivan makes the catch. Nicely done. Tough play for O'Sullivan and makes it. It's going to bring up Harry Roberson, so Steinhorn cannot advance Tochi to second base. He'll stay at first, and Roberson is up. Struck out swinging and single to center. And 2 at-bats today. Looks like George Long is warming up in the Amherst bullpen. At least he's stretching. And there's some activity in the Cardinal bullpen. Can't see the number. This pitch is on the way from Rohde, but it's high and outside, 1-0. Swung on and fouled back by Roberson. No chance for the catcher this time. Into the bleachers. 1-1. Stark difference in a few days here at Memorial Field. We called a game here Wednesday against, who was that against, Mike? Can't remember now. Elms College. No, it was last Tuesday, Elms College. I'm telling you, it was 40 degrees and a driving rain. And it's beautiful today, 80 degrees, hardly a breath of wind. And now Rhodey steps off. Not sure if we'll see Rhodey again for the next inning, but it depends on how many pitches he throws in this one. See how easy the inning. And time is called, and Rhodey came through with the pitch anyway. Severino Tochi is at first base. Man at the plate is Harry Robeson. There's 1 out in the inning. 5 runs, 7 hits for Wesleyan. 3 runs, 7 hits for Amherst. Here's a drive to center. Olmsted coming on, makes the catch. So Robeson hits it with good wood, but again, Olmsted right there to make the play. Yanni Thanopoulos singled and flied out. So he is 1 for 2 on the day. And Tochi stays at first base. 2 outs in the inning. Pitch on the way here, swing and a miss, off speed. Out in front was Thanopoulos, one of the seniors being honored today. Again, Yanni Thanopoulos, Jackson Volley, Anthony Spinner, Mike Castigli, George Long, and Sergio Rodriguez are all the seniors that were honored before the start of this game. Swing and a miss, down to first base. He is back in time. 0-2 on Thanopoulos. Lots of math and science majors here on this baseball team. Oh, 2 count coming up to Yanni Thanopoulos. And this gets through to center. So a base hit for Yanni. Will make it first and second. Tochi thought about going to third on Olmsted's bobble. Thinks better of it. I think he would have been a dead duck trying to head to third. But so now there's 2 on with 2 out. And Anthony Spina comes up. So 2 singles in the game for Yanni Thanopoulos today. And Spina comes up. Lined out to short and hit into a double play. And I think the Cards looking for stalling for time here. They might be making a pitching change. There's a signal to the bullpen. Let's see if the Cardinal head brain trust here will leave Rhodey in for this last batter, perhaps. I got a feeling if Spina gets on, this might be Rhodey's last batter. Well, they give him a chance to get out of the inning. That's fair enough. 2 on with 2 out. Oh, well, hello. We got now the coach comes out of the dugout. I think we're going to have a pitching change. Let's wait and see. Well, it looks like it's just a conference. They're going to make a pitching change. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and we'll come right back. Ethan Rhodey comes out of the ballgame. He is in line for the win. 5-3. Cardinals lead it. When we come back, we'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you all about him. This is NSN Sports. Stay with us. So a new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals is the designated hitter, Ryan Earl. 2.08 ERA, 11 appearances, 21.2 innings pitched, a 3-0 record for Earl. So we'll see if he stays in the game and hits for himself too. Yanni's on base. It's Anthony Spina. First pitch is a ball. So Earl was the designated hitter, so he did not play the field, but he comes in to pitch here. 2 outs in the inning. Trying to pick up Ethan Rohde. Spina pops this one to left. It's going to be a tough play if anybody can make it. They can't do it. And it drops in front of the left fielder, Danny Rose. And Tochi comes home for the 4th run. Ariel Kenny is up now. So Spina comes on with a bloop single to left. Gets the job done. Tochi comes in to score. And Spina's at second base now. Thanopoulos is at third. Amherst is closed within 1. Ariel Kenny at the plate. New pitcher on the mound is Ryan Earl. This pitch on the way is high. 1-0. Next one on the way is high as well. Not close. 2-0. Spina's at second. Thanopoulos at third. 1 run in. Amherst now down 5-4. 2-0 count to Ariel Kenny. Strike called, 2-1. Very tough play for Danny Rose out there in left field. Had to go a long way and couldn't get there. That's 3-1 now. And Nick Nardone will follow if Kenny can get on. There's 2 outs in the inning. Oh, strike call, breaking ball. And that gets in there. Kenny hit it down to first base. Oh, boy. And full count, 3-2. Big pitch on the way here. That's low and a walk. So Ariel Kenny is on. Bases are loaded. 2 outs now for Nick Nardone. Singled twice today. So the Mammoths have their man at the plate. With the bases loaded. Kenny at first, Spina at second, Thanopoulos is at third. Ryan Earl on in relief of Ethan Rohde. First pitch on the way is in there for strike 1. Cards are only 5-10 on the road this year. Much better at home, 6-2. This one's popped up to first. This ought to do it. And caught by O'Sullivan. So Cards get out of the inning, giving up 1 only. And they still lead at 5-4. We head to the top of the 6th. This is NSN Sports. Stay with us. Be right back. Right, Jackson Volley's back out there for Amherst College, and at the plate is Danny Rose. Danny Rose, Andrew Keith, Tanner Fulkerson. 5-4 lead for the Cards. It's the top of the sixth, Jackson Volley. First pitch on the way is high. 2-0 now. That's 2 balls on Danny Rose. Rose, the left fielder. Amherst got within 1 in the last inning, but it's 5-4 Cardinals. Two one count. 3-1 count. Sereno Tochi wanted that one. We're at Memorial Field on the campus of Amherst College Senior Day. And right back to the pitcher. Oh, self-defense for Jackson Volley makes the out. We're talking lined out to the pitcher. I mean lined out. That's a bullet. Andrew Keith will come in. He's the catcher. Slide to right, grounded out to short, and 2 times up today. Pitch on the way, strike 1. Jackson Volley could use a 1-2-3 inning here. Get roughed up in the 4th. Got a couple of runs again in the 5th. This one's going to get through to left. Bounces through the infield, so a single for Andrew Keith. Bring up Tanner Fulkerson. Yes.
Okay, so you guys, why there was an alarm going off because of the door?
Yeah.
I just shut it off. I'll leave it off.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Can you leave that open so we can get through?
Leave it so that it won't latch on you.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, that was going on, 1-0. As we're talking with campus security about trying to get through this door. 1-1, 2-0. Full service broadcast here, play-by-play on everything we do.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 out in the inning. And Keith is at first base. One-0 count to Tanner Fulkerson. It's a line drive, a stab by Max Steinhorn. Nicely done. A threat to get into center, but Steinhorn over to make the stab. Flashes the leather. And he lines out to second. So there's 2 outs in the inning now. And Johnny Corning comes up, the second baseman. He's the leadoff hitter. Line to right and bunted on a single. 2 outs in the inning, 1 on. Andrew Keith at first base. And Keith is going, and nobody knows about it. And he steals standing up. Stolen base for Andrew Keith. And Jackson Volley had no clue that the man behind him was running to second. And by the time Tochi gets up, the ball was in the dirt, could not make a throw. Now the throw back to second, and Robeson prevents that one from going into center field. Five-4 Cardinals. Oh, off speed. Nicely done in there. Strike. Froze Johnny Corning. Here's the 1-1. Driven to left. Should be handled by Ryan Harden for the 3rd out. It is. So a much better inning for Jackson Volley, but still finds himself down 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th when we come back. 5-4 Cardinals. This is NSN Sports. Okay, bottom of the order coming up for Amherst. They're down 5-4, heading into the bottom of the 6th. It's a 7-inning game. Ryan Harden, Chase Henley, Severino Tochi. Harden doubled and struck out swinging his first 2 times up. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. So again, this is a 7-inning game. Wesleyan must have both games today. Amherst only needs 1 of 2. First pitch on the way is a strike. It's Ryan Earl came in relief of Ethan Rohde. That's inside, so ball 1. Next pitch is a ball. It's a 2-1. 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Schaefer over to first in time. Just in time, too. Brings up Chase Henley, the first baseman. Single to left and flied out to left. A 1-4-2. Good play by Schaefer. The throw was a little off the mark and dug out by O'Sullivan in the dirt. Just in time. 1 away in the inning. That hits Henley right in the square of the back. Won't appreciate that very much, so a hit by pitch. To bring up Severino Tochi. Delaying the game for some reason. I'm not sure if they're trying to give Henley a chance to see if he's okay. Yeah, probably. Took one square in the back. Looks like he's all right. Probably just stung. Now Tochi's up with Henley at first, and there's 1 away in the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Throw to first base. And now Will Murphy comes in as a pinch runner at first. Tochi thought about the bunt play, pulls it back at the last moment. 1-0. Murphy's got a stolen base. This one's cut on and fouled away to the right by Tochi. 1-1. Murphy's only a freshman from Washington, D.C. 1 stolen base on the year. And George Long is now warming up in the Mammoth bullpen with Mike Castigli. Waiting on the 1-1. We're waiting a long time here, too. 1-1 pitch, I think, coming up. Yes, it is. And a bunt is on. Tochi coming in quickly. Third baseman throwing into second. Is he safe or he's safe? Third baseman Tanner Fulkerson flew in from third to get the ball off the bunt. Threw it to second base. And Murphy in safely. So Amherst with 2 on. And 1 out. So a bunt single for Severino Tochi. Max Steinhorn. 0 for 3 on the day. Line to right. Fly to left and popped out to first. So Amherst with runners on base here, down 5-4. First pitch is inside. Ball 1. Tochi at first, Murphy at second. One away in the inning. Ball 2. Ryan Earl trying to keep Amherst off the board here. Keeping a Cardinal 5-4 lead intact. Steinhorn looking to drive a run or 2 in. Earl steps off the bag. First of 2 today. 5-4 Cardinals. Pitch on the way. Inside, ball 3. Murphy getting back to the bag. It's thrown into center field. Murphy's going to get to third. Let's see if Tochi gets to second in time. He does. And now Murphy's down to third base. A 3-0 count, less than 2 outs. Throw by the catcher, Keefe to second. Gets by the second baseman into second. That allows both runners to advance. .30 on Max Steinhorn. Comes the pitch. And he walked him. So now the bases are loaded with less than 2 outs for Harry Robeson. 1-4-3, struck out, singled, lined out to center. And a meeting at the mound. We'll see if we have a change in pitcher. We might. Looks like it might just be a conference.
Yeah.
George Long. And now number 31, Wilson Taylor. Is in the Mammoth bullpen warming up. Okay, they're going to leave Earl in. Bases loaded, 1 out.
I'll try.
Murphy is at third base.
Probably 6. Yeah, so I'll just let you know when I'm done.
Comes the pitch. Robeson, line drive to left. It's going to get 1, maybe 2 in. Tochi crosses the plate for the second run. Amherst leads at 6-5. Harry Robeson with a drive to left. Drives in 2 runs to give Amherst the lead, 6-5. Max Steinhorn down to second base. So Yanni Thanopoulos is up. Ooh, high and inside to Thanopoulos. So Ryan Earl in a relief of Ethan Rohde. Sees the lead evaporate from 5-3 now to 6-5 Mammoths. Next pitch on the way. That looks like a ball as well. 2-0. Thanopoulos lifts this one to right field. And Matt J, having all kinds of trouble out there in right field, makes the catch. Suddenly the wind picked up a bit, I think, and the ball started to swing away from him, but he makes the catch for the second out. And Steinhorn gets down to third base.
Number 16,
Anthony Spina lined out, hit into a double play, and singled his last time up. 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and third now. Amherst has gone ahead 6-5. The Mammoths with the 1-run lead now. Into this inning down 5-4. Earl steps off the mound. Of course, that gets the balk call from the crowd. Don't see enough balks, Mike. What do you think? Catcher interference calls. I'd like to see some more of those. Spina with the bunt. Fouls it away. As the breeze looks like it's picking up a bit here. On 1 the count on Anthony Spina. There was 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and third. Spina lifts this one to the right side, but out of play. Foul. So 0-2 on Anthony Spina, one of the seniors being honored today. In the bottom of the 6th, this is a 7-inning game, don't forget. So we'll see. It looks like Mike Castigli, Wilson Taylor. George Long has pitched for a while here in the bullpen. Looks like he's ready. Let's see who Brian Hand chooses to bring in. Maybe close out the 7th inning with a 1-run lead. Jackson Volley started today. Spina with a drive to right. Got a chance. Look out at the wall. Caught. Matt J. 2 excellent catches in the outfield to get out of the inning. But the Cards down by 1. Amherst leads at 6-5. When we come back, we go to the top of the 7th. Amherst looking to close it, and Jackson Volley's back out there to see if he can. We'll be right back. All right, back at Memorial Field. Now Jackson Volley back on the mound to try and close things out here. It's going to be Ellis Schaefer, Will O'Sullivan, Matt J. We're on the top of the 7th, so Amherst looking to close things out. It is Jackson Volley. Brian Ham says go back out there and get a complete game. And the win. 6-5 Mammoths in Game 1. Lifted. Now look out with trouble here. And Steinhorn makes the catch. Oh, that had trouble written all over it between the first baseman, the second baseman, and the right fielder as the ball was lifted to right, but Steinhorn makes the play. 1 away. Will O'Sullivan. Single reached on an error. And a bunt single. So they had a pretty good day. First baseman. 2 outs away now from advancing to the playoffs are the Mammoths. One on one the count. Lifted to left. That's in there for a base hit. Will O'Sullivan. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Matt Jay. 2 spectacular catches by Jay to keep this a 1-run game. The last one on Anthony Spina almost robbed him from a home run in right field. Spina gave that a ride. And Ryan Earl, the designated hitter and pitcher, looks like he's going to hit for himself. Matt Jay. Lined out to right, a double and a bunt single. Pitches in there for strike 1, so 1-1 on Jay. Jackson Volley trying to close things out, get a complete game. 7-inning variety. 5 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Wesleyan. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Amherst College. 2-1 the count on Matt Jay. 2-2. Catches the outside corner, strike 2. Two count. This is lifted to the right side, but well out of play. Mike Castigli, Wilson Taylor, both continue to warm in the bullpen. And a ground ball to shortstop. Robeson to second, and can't making the turn is Max Steinhorn. So 2 outs in the inning. And it's going to be up to Ryan Earl. Designated hitter and pitcher today. And now Robeson comes in to chat with Volley, who was in line for the win all of a sudden. Was down 5-3 at one point. Amherst has gone ahead 6-5. He's back out there for the 7th. Two outs, 1 on at first base for the Cardinals. This pitch is outside, ball 1. One-oh pitch, driven to center. Look out here, that is gone. Two-run bomb by Ryan Earl gives the Cardinals a 7-6 lead. Well, that was over the 365 mark in right center and cleared the fence by plenty. So Jackson Volley 1 out away from the win and securing a playoff spot for the Mammoths. All of a sudden, it is a 7-6 lead for the Cardinals. They still have life. Cards need to win both these games to have a shot. And now it's going to be Alec Olmsted. So a 2-run homer by the designated hitter slash pitcher, Ryan Earl. That gives the Cardinals the lead 7-6. So Amherst will have to come from behind. Not done yet. Alex Olmsted is in there. Now volley. First pitch on the way is a ball. I mean, that was hit. That was smoked. That was high and deep. There are 2 outs in the inning. Pitch on the way, strike, 1-1. Now see if Earl comes out for the bottom of the 7th. There's action in the Wesleyan bullpen, so I doubt it. Earl was a bit shaky in there. Gave up the lead. Redemption, though, with a 2-run bomb. And a ground ball to third, Nick Nardone. This should do it. Good throw over to Chase Henley. That will do it, but the Cards come back with 2 runs on the 2-run jack by Ryan Earl. Take a 7-6 lead. Amherst will have to come from behind to try and pull this one out. We will be back for the bottom of the 7th. Stay with us. Okay, bottom of the 7th coming up, and Ryan Earl is back out there to try and finish things up. He gave up the lead, he got the lead back, and now is looking to secure the lead for the Cardinals. Ariel Kenny, Nick Nardone, Ryan Harden are standing in his way, and 3 outs without any runs. And the Cards will take game 1, a game they absolutely have to have. All right, so a conversation between Brian Ham and the home plate umpire. And it's going to be Ariel Kenny who steps in. Single lined out and walked today. 1 for 2. Pitch on the way, up and in. 1-0. I thought Ryan Earl looked a bit shaky on the mound. I thought they might come in with another reliever, but Mark Woodworth going back to the big man who did not disappoint with the 2-run home run. It was, I mean, I'm telling you, it was smoked. Fastball inside, 1-1 to Ariel Kinney. Kinney lines to left, gets the first runner on for Amherst with nobody out. Okay, so Nick Nardone is the next batter. A couple of singles and popped out to first. There's still action going on in the Cardinal bullpen. George Long again resuming to throw in the Mammoth bullpen. It's the pitch to Nardone. It's a bunt. He gets it down nicely. The throw to first base. Not in time. Save. Pulled off the bag. Oh, my. Oh, vehement argument by the first baseman and the catcher. David Keith, Will O'Sullivan. And Nardone scampers down and eludes the tag as the throw was made by the pitcher Earl to O'Sullivan and could not make the tag as he went by. Ariel Kinney goes over to have a chat with Brian Ham. And that should be an error charged to the pitcher, Ryan Earl. As a good throw would have got him. So safe. So now Amherst with 2 on. Nobody out. Ryan Harden at the plate.
Now at the plate, number 12, Ryan
Harden. All right, so 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, and Earl steps off. Again, the obligatory balk calls arise from the peanut gallery here. 7-6 Cardinals, but Amherst with 2 runners on. Bottom 7, nobody out. Bunt is on the way, look out. And it can't be caught by Keith, but a strike anyway. Oh, Keith made a very good effort to try and get to that, just out of reach. That would have been a pretty big out, but Harden stays alive. Doubled, struck out, and grounded out to short 3 times up. The left fielder, Ryan Harden. Now Fulkelson goes to short. Schaefer goes to third base. Infield playing in regular position, except the short and third baseman. They switch up. Charging in was the first baseman on the suspected bunt attempt by Harden. Sullivan was charging in hard. 1-1 the count on Ryan Harden. Bunt attempt here, gets it down awkwardly. Throw to first is true this time, but Amherst has runners at first and third. And the tying run is at third base with less than 2 outs. So Will Murphy will come up for Amherst. Into the game for Chase Henley. Murphy batting .261 on the year. Kenny at third. Represents the tying run. The go-ahead run, Nick Nardone, is at second. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. A base hit here by Will Murphy might get them both home depending on where the ball falls. And again, Amherst with one win out of 2 today will wrap up a playoff spot in the West. Wesleyan needs both games. Strike called. Huge at bat here for Will Murphy. Only a freshman from Washington, D.C. 1-1 count. Swinged it to go around. No appeal. So 2-1. I'm a touch surprised that Earl's even still in the game pitching. 2-1 count on the way. And stabbed at second, holds the runners over to first, and a huge out. What a play by the second baseman, Johnny Corning. Oh, a huge out by Johnny Corning. That was hit hard by Murphy. Corning makes the play at second, goes over to first to get him. And Severino Tochi now. I'm telling you, that gets through. That gets by Corning. That could be the ball game. Amherst at least gets 1, maybe 2, if Corning doesn't make the play. And now Tochi is up. Last chance. Now 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third. And Severino Tochi. First pitch on the way. That's low. Ball 1. And a ground ball to third. This might do it. Schaefer with a good throw will end the ball game. He does. And Wesleyan takes game 1, 7-6, and they keep their playoff hopes alive, winning 7-6. Ryan Earl with the 2-run homer in the top of the 7th. The difference in this one. So Wesleyan with a chance to keep their season alive. We'll go to game 2 this afternoon. It's scheduled for 3:30. We'll have to check and see if it's going to stay at 3:30 or if they'll move the game up. What time is it now? 3:21. It won't stay at 3:30. I think it'll be a little later. But anyway, let's keep it here with NSN Sports. We'll go on when it's ready. Hugh Campbell with you after game 1. 7-6 Wesleyan. We'll go to game 2 and see what happens. Stay with us.